Hello, this is the Chapter 10 test being read to you. Please feel free to pause and go back if you need to. Let's go ahead and get started. Question number one. The Native Americans were allies of the British in the War of 1812. Is that true or is that false? Number two. The War of 1812 ended with the Treaty of Tecumseh. Is that true or is that false? Number three. In 1800, the United States claimed the area west of the Mississippi River. Is that true or is that false? Question number four. The revolution in Santo Domingo led to Napoleon selling the Louisiana Territory. True or false? Number five. The Louisiana Territory was purchased under the presidential administration of Thomas Jefferson. Is that true or is that false? Moving on to the next set of questions, multiple choice. Number six. The leading war hawks were Clay and Tecumseh, Clay and Calhoun, Calhoun and Harrison, or Decatur and Pinckney. Number seven. Which British practice was a violation of neutral rights? Was it U.S. trading? Was it impressment? Was it embargoes? Or was it smuggling? Number eight. Tecumseh joined forces with Great Britain after the Confederacy of Ohio, the War of Tripoli, the Battle of Tippecanoe, or the Treaty of Prophetstown. Number nine. The Supreme Court reviewing and ruling on acts of other branches of the government is called supreme ruling, law review, judicial review, or supremacy. Number 10. Which commander destroyed the British naval forces on Lake Erie? Was that William Hall? Was that Andrew Jackson? Was that Oliver Hazard Perry? Or was that Dolly Madison? Question number 11, based on the primary source. The country is as yesterday, beautiful in the extreme, by Meriwether Lewis. Which country is Lewis referring to in this excerpt from his journals? Is he referring to Mexico, the Ohio Territory, the Louisiana Territory, or Canada? Question number 12, the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Written as part of the Star-Spangled Banner in 1812. In which harbor did Francis Scott Key, the author of this song, watch anxiously through the night of September 13th and 14th the bombardment from Fort McHenry? Was he in the harbor of Charleston, South Carolina? Was he in the harbor of Baltimore, Maryland? The harbor at Philadelphia, Pennsylvania? Or the harbor in Washington, D.C.? Question number 13. May the Lord bless King George, convert him, and take him to heaven, as we want no more of him. By Reverend John Gruber to his Baltimore congregation in 1814. The Reverend Gruber offered this blessing during which war? Was it the Spanish-American War, the French and Indian War, the War of 1812, or the American Revolution? Question number 14. What decided the election of 1800? Was it the Electoral College? Was it the Senate? Was it the House of Representatives, or was it the popular vote? Question number 15. What was one of the goals of Lewis and Clark's expedition? Was it to deliver documents to the French officials? Was it to build schools and hospitals? Was it to find and map the Northwest Passage, or to establish trade with Canada? Number 16. The gentleman who was to give the word then explained to the parties the rules which were to govern them in firing. He then asked if they were prepared. Being answered in the affirmative, he gave the word present, as had been agreed on, and both parties presented and fired in succession. The fire of Colonel Burr took effect, and General Hamilton almost instantly fell. Colonel Burr advanced towards General Hamilton with a manner and gesture that appeared to General Hamilton's friend to be expressive of regret. This was an account by Matthew Davis of the Burr-Hamilton duel on July of 1804. What was the outcome of this duel? Number 17, a cloudy, foggy morning, some rain. We set out early, proceeded under the stars, sighed Under high, rugged hills with steep ascent and short, bolt and rocky, the fog so thick we could not see across the river. Two canoes of Indians met and returned with us to their village, which is situated on the starboard side behind a cluster of marshy islands on a narrow channel of the river through which we passed to the village of four houses. They gave us to eat some fish and sold us fish, wapatu roots, three dogs, and two otter skins, for which we gave hooks, fish hooks principally, of which they were very fond. After delaying at this village 1 hour and a half, we set out piloted by an Indian dressed in a sailor's dress to the main channel of the river. The tide being in, we would have found much difficulty in passing into the main channel from behind those islands without a pilot. This is written by William Clark in the Journals of the Lewis and Clark Expedition between 1804 and 1806. In this excerpt, what is William Clark's view of the Native Americans he encounters? Question 18. What political unrest did the Louisiana Purchase cause? Number 19. Instead of traveling around the country to gain support, as in today's elections, how did the candidates campaign for the election of 1800? Question number 20. Why did the Embargo Act of 1807 divide the American people? Question number 21. Match each of the items with the statements below. Tribute. United States Navy captain. Powerful Shawnee leader. Tecumseh's brother and ally attacked Prophetstown. William Henry Harrison. Tecumseh. Stephen Decatur. The Prophet, or protection money. Please review all of your answers before you submit. Make sure they're exactly the way that you want them, and then submit your test. Good luck.